Welcome to all in this my YouTube channel. In last lecture, in continuation with this chapter, ionic equilibria, today we will continue to the next part of this chapter, that is Levy's theory. As in last lecture, we have seen the Bronsted-Lowry theory. According to that concept, acid and bases are defined. So like that, this another theory is there, that is Levy's theory. Lewis is the scientist who has defined acid and bases according to his theory and his work. What he says that, now look at these definitions. Acid, according to his concept, he has defined acid as any species which accepts electron pair, or we can say pair of electrons, then they are called as acids. And for bases, he has defined that any species that donates a shared pair of electron is called base. Now, with example, we can illustrate these two concepts, that is definition. Now look at this, some examples. In this example, what we have taken NH3, that is ammonia, and in contact with this H plus ion. Now what will happen here? As ammonia has electron pair and at the same time here H plus ion is present, so this electron pair is attracted by this H plus ion, and at the same time this NH3 donates its electron pair towards H plus ion. So therefore an coordinate bond is formed here. As we have shown, this shows the direction from which the electron pair is shifted. Now look at here. At nitrogen, electron pair was there, and this electron pair is shifted towards this H plus ion, and it becomes stable. So this is the species, what we can call it as a ammonium ion. As the nitrogen carries its valency will be 3, as it carries one extra bond, so therefore it becomes ammonium ion now. Okay. So in this case, which one is acid and which one is base? According to this definition, any species which accepts a shared pair of electron, they are called as acids. Now which one is acid here? Now here H plus becomes acid. Why? It accepted electron pair from the another species. Therefore, H plus acts as an acid according to the Levy's concept, and NH3 becomes base according to the Levy's concept. So this is the case for this first example. Now if you look at the another example in that we have two, that is BF3 and NH3. Here also boron accepts one electron pair from this ammonia. When it accepts, it becomes acid, and at the same time when ammonia donates its electron pairs, it acts as a base. So again here the coordinate bond we have shown, from where the electron pair is shifted, that direction we have shown with the help of this arrow. Okay. So this is the concept of Levy's theory for acids and bases. So after this theory, we will move to the next point, that is amphoteric nature of water. Amphoteric nature in the sense which shows both the nature, that is amphoteric in the sense water is neutral in condition, but when it comes in contact with other solutions, it changes its nature. Now which are they? Now we are going to see. Now here the first point we can say about the amphoteric nature of water is that water has ability to act as acids and bases. Means sometimes it acts as a acid or sometimes it acts as a base. Now when it acts as a acid and when it acts as a base, now we are going to look at with the help of examples. Now see here, one of the example I have taken here, water when it is in contact with ammonia solution. As we know that ammonia is basic in nature, but for water we cannot define which nature it has at neutral condition. But when it is in contact with ammonia, it acts as a acid. Now look at here, ionization is formed, that is OH minus ions are formed and ammonium ions are formed. But in this case, water acts as a acid. But here, in the next example, we have taken water along with acid, that is HCl. Therefore, water acts as a base. Now, why it acts as a base? Because it is in contact with acid, that is strong acid. Now here, look at hydronium ion is formed and along with chlorine ion. So this is the case. In this example, we can say that water acts as a base. Now we have seen two examples. When water is in contact with ammonia, it acts as an acid, and when water is in contact with acid, that is HCl, it acts as a base. Means what is the theory behind this? It changes its nature according to the incoming solution, or when it is in contact with other chemicals, it changes its nature. So this is the thing. That's why we can say that water shows amphoteric in nature. So this is about what we can say, amphoteric nature of water. Then we will move to the next point, that is ionization of acids and bases. Now you already know that in last video we have illustrated that ionization concept for acids and bases. Means we have seen their classification, which are strong acids, which are strong bases, and which are weak acids, which are weak bases. All these concepts we have cleared in the last lecture, but in this case, now today we are going to look at in detail of this point, that is ionization concept for acids and bases. Now this is a different thing than that of classification. Now look at here, we have taken some strong electrolytes. Strong electrolytes in that one example we have taken for acid and one example we have taken for base. Now hydrochloric acid, when it deionizes, it becomes H plus and Cl minus. Double-headed arrow, with the help of double-headed arrow we are now going to show here. And again for the second example, that is NaOH, base, strong base, it is again ionized in water, that is Na plus and OH minus. We have mentioned their nature. HCl is a strong acid and NaOH is a strong base. So this is the case for which strong electrolytes. And again for weak electrolytes, again we have ionized this weak acid into CS3CO minus, that is acetate ion, and H plus ion. So this is the case for weak acid, it does not dissociate completely, but ionization will take place. And for ammonium hydroxide, that is weak base, NH4 plus and OH minus ions are formed, and we have mentioned its nature, that is weak base. So this is about what we can say amphoteric nature of water and ionization of acids and bases. So this is about what we can say in ionic equilibria. Ionization of some another examples we can also take here. Now this is not a limited only. We can take another examples of strong acids like H2SO4, HNO3, like that. And for strong bases we can also select as a KOH, like that. And there are number of examples of weak electrolytes, that is weak acids, weak bases are present in nature. So you can take their examples and you can ionize that electrolytes with that is in the form of their ions. So this is the case of ionization of acids and bases. Thank you very much.